When were you diagnosed?
I was 18 years old. It was my first day of summer when I finished my first year of college. It was May 27 of the 2011. That was 4 years ago.
Did you understand your diagnosis at first?
No, I really wasn't familiar with the word cancer and neither about lymphoma, specifically a type of cancer. So I really wasn't aware about anything.
How did you feel after your diagnosis, more specifically after understanding it?
Well, it took a while to understand it. I when I was when they told me that I had possibly cancer, I was freaking out. I was really scared. But and later on, I started looking some information on the internet, and I understood better what was cancer and my type of cancer. And after that, well, I felt more relaxed, more stable because I had a background and I had also because of my type of cancer had a high rate of recovery. Well, I felt much better.
When the physician gave you the diagnosis, did you have different treatment options or was one treatment imposed on you?
I wouldn't say it was imposed, but based on the way things went, I didn't have an option. Like it was, they only talked to me about traditional treatment, chemotherapy, and then radiotherapy. But it all started really quick. I, like in a week or so, I was getting chemotherapy, so I didn't have time to evaluate my different treatment options, and I trusted my mother and my doctors, and I just went with the traditional treatments.
What decisions did you make regarding your studies and your social life?
Well, my studies, obviously, I needed to reduce the amount of workload, so I never quit on the university, but I had to take less credits, but I still was in the university and took three classes, even though I had to drop off from one because I noticed that it was just too much for me. But I really didn't want to be different. Like I didn't want that the treatment and the cancer changed my life. So I tried to make everything as possible as normal as I could. So yeah, I kept going to the university, and about my social life, well, there was not much I could do about that. I mean, I had to be in my house because I have low white blood cells. So I I just needed to stay home and take care of myself. And every time somebody visited in my house, I need to use like the mask face, and yeah, I mean, it was really hard because I'm a really social person that likes to go out and all that. But I mean, there wasn't so much I can do about my social life in that moment.
Who was your support system?
Well, my support system definitely was my family, my friends, and God. Uh, but at the time when I was diagnosed at the first, I felt that my family was suffering more than I was. So everything switched, and I was being the one who was supporting my family because I thought they needed the most. But I mean, that only motivated me to overcome this disease. Mostly, I did it for them, not for me. And but yeah, they still were a really big part of my recuperation and the whole treatment because they always were there for me, my family, my friends, and God.